Hey, has this ever happened to you? You think you have an appointment, but really you don't because they never show up? Don't worry, you're not alone with this. This is in fact a problem that 30% of sales appointments are no-shows. And it's of course a big problem because you spend all this time prospecting, all this time in the call, you have all this effort, and then they never show up. So you want to avoid this. And really what I'm going to show you now is a few secret techniques how you can increase by 90% the chance that they actually do show up, or if possible, actually do not add time and give them the presentation right away. So I'm gonna give you a word track specifically for that to actually not waste any of the time right now, because now you made them hot, now they're interested, and you don't wanna add time right now. They're gonna cool off. So if you can do it right away, do it right away. If not, make sure you get a very solid appointment. Now, let's focus on the first one. How can you make sure that there's no time that is added? Well, you're gonna simply say this. Hey, any chance that you can grab those two people right now? I'm gonna show you what I can do for you. That way, you guys can discuss my proposal and you have all the facts on the table. And when they're gonna answer, I'm not sure, it's difficult right now, it's like, hey, no problem. What time later today do you think you can make available? You want to give them alternatives, but remember, time kills. And so you want to add as little time as possible to this. Now, if they say it's impossible, they're out right now, for whatever reason, we can't make it, I myself can make it, hey, no problem. What you want to do then is you want to make a very solid appointment. What I'm going to show you now is how to actually make sure that you get a solid appointment, and there's really 3 secret techniques that you can use that will help you increase the chances of getting the appointment by 90%. Now, there is no specific word track for you to actually go from A to B, which is making the appointment, but it's important that you ask, and you can use anything along the lines of this. Hey, will you be able to make 10 minutes this afternoon at either 3 or at 5 o'clock? I'm gonna show you exactly what it is that I can do for you. It only takes 10 minutes, and by this you will have all the information necessary. And again, here you could use the reasonable man tonality, which is like, would that work for you? And they were like, well, of course that works for me, because you use this tonality. So hopefully that is already a first step for you to get along the way. And now you're gonna use one of those 3 techniques, or use all of them to actually increase your chance. Now, secret technique number 1, it's about what you're saying, and here it is. Hey, would there be any chance, other than a nuclear attack on planet Earth, that you would not be able to make it this afternoon at 3 o'clock? And they're gonna say, no, Stefan, I'll be there. Don't worry about it. And you're gonna be like, great. Hey, and this is now the second one. Great. Write this down. Do you have a pen available? I'm gonna, yeah, I have a pen available. And then you're actually gonna let them write down your name and the appointment time. But instead of telling them the name, because they might think this is weird, this is stupid, I'm not gonna do this, all you're gonna say is this. Hey, write this down. S-T-E-F-A-N. You're basically giving them your name, but without saying, but rather spelling it. And then you say 12 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whatever it is. Great technique. Really try it. Don't be skeptical about it. These really work, they've been proven to work, so why not tap into these and actually make use of them? And now I'm gonna give you the third secret technique really that you can use on this. And this has to do a little bit with follow-up. Because you just had a call, and what you wanna do now is you wanna follow up with 2 things, a text and an email. Remember earlier when you got into the objection and you got their text message? Well, here's what you're gonna do. You're actually gonna text them a really quick one, 3 o'clock, Stefan, looking forward to talking to you, or looking forward to showing you our solution, whatever it is. Really a short text. Trust me, text is so crazily effective. You gotta use text. You can then also follow up with an email, because it should be a rule for you that you never just use one means of communication, because in our hectic world today, things just get lost. So always try to use 3 forms of communication. Also, nobody else is gonna do that, right? Who else is gonna send them a text and an email and let them write it down and ask the question? Nobody else does that. So you will really be one of the very few, not just out of those 80% or the 20% best, you will actually be much more than that. Now try those 3 secret techniques. Let me know how it worked for you, and see you in one of the next segments.